You know the story. First of all, an environmental group in Labrador. They're calling the findings of a recent joint review panel on the Lower Churchill Hydro Development. This is Muskrat Falls. I wish we would stop saying Lower Churchill Hydro Development because it is not. Anyway, an environmental group in Labrador calling the findings of a recent joint review panel on the Muskrat Falls Hydro Development. They are calling it a victory for the people of Labrador. President of the Grand Riverkeeper Labrador, Inc., Clarice Blake Rutkowski, says the review panel's report reflects what her group has been saying all along. She says the project does not make economic sense. It is clearly too destructive from an environmental standpoint, and therefore should not go ahead. The panel determined that the project would have several significant adverse environmental effects. Hang on a second. Meanwhile, the Sierra Club of Atlantic Canada has now jumped on that we are against Muskrat Falls. They've jumped on that bandwagon. They're saying the proposed hydroelectric development in Labrador should simply be scuttled. The environmental group says the issues raised in a recent environmental assessment of the Muskrat Falls project should be enough to put a halt to any of those plans. And a joint federal-provincial review panel, of course, as we know, said last week that Nalcor Energy hasn't proven there is a real need for this massive project. It also said the development would affect fish habitat. It would threaten the red wine caribou herd, which some people think is already no longer existent, and possibly increase mercury levels in fish and in seals in that area. Having said all of that, the green light for Muskrat Falls is coming. You know that. I know that. I think we all know that. We've even had people now call for a moratorium, call for a referendum or a plebiscite, and let the people of Newfoundland and Labrador decide. What do you think of that? Let the people of Newfoundland and Labrador decide. Well, I don't know. I just throw it out to you. And we are back. We are going to start our program this morning. We're going to go right to line number 1, and we're going to say a very good morning here to Jerry. Hi, Jerry.
How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Good. I'm calling about Muskrat Falls.
What do you think?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't think very much of it. When the minister was on, he said that the Holy Root power costs 16 cents per kilowatt hour, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. He didn't mention that Muskrat Falls will cost 36 cents per kilowatt hour.
No, he did not.
No. How come?
But then, well, I've never heard that it would.
Well, it stands to reason, right? We're using 40% of the power, right?
Well, you know what we're trying to do there, Jerry, was we're trying to do a speculation here that I don't know if we're I mean, they're telling us, right? They, being Nalcor, have told us that the cost of production is going to be 14.3 cents
right.
per kilowatt hour at the source.
Right.
Then you've got to add in your 14 over what we're paying today, right?
Well, okay, that sounds good, except it's totally wrong, because we're only using 40%, right? And we're paying for 100%.
Yes.
And 40% is 2.5 times the 14.3, which is 36%. Because when they say it's 14 cents per kilowatt hour, they're talking about the 800 megawatts, right?
Yes. Yes.
So 2.5 times 14.3 is 36 cents.
Where are you getting the 2.5 times? I don't understand that part.
40%.
What's the 40% about?
40% is the amount of power we're going to use, 300 megawatts, right?
We're going to use 40%.
Yes.
Yeah, but we're going to pay for the development of 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know how that.
Well, okay.
But to pay for the development of 100%,
yes,
is going to cost 14.3 cents at the source.
That's right.
Where are you getting where are you getting this triple thing? I don't understand your concept.
Not triple, 2.5 times, because 80% would be twice as much, right? 100% is 2.5 times. 2.5 times 14.3 is 36 cents per kilowatt hour.
But where's the 2.5 times coming from? I don't understand that part. I'm missing something in your math.
Okay.
It's going to cost 14.3 cents per kilowatt hour to generate every single hour.
Exactly.
Right? That's what it's going to cost.
Right.
Okay. So where are you getting? How are you managing to successfully almost triple that?
Okay, we're only using 40% of it.
Okay,
right?
let's. All right, let me do it very quickly.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this on 100.
Right.
We're generating 100 kilowatt hours.
Right.
And we're doing it at 14.3 cents an hour.
Right.
You're saying we're only going to use 40 of them.
Right.
Right? We're going to sell 60 of them.
Yeah. Right.
Right? Forget what we're selling it for.
Okay. Here.
How does that change the 14.3 cents?
Let's look at it another way then.
To those of you who are math impaired out there in the audience like me, I offer my forgiveness.
Okay, let's look at it the other way. If Muskrat Falls right now, or if Holyrood is 16 cents, right?
Okay, let's say Holyrood is 16 cents, all right.
Okay, and Muskrat Falls is going to be 14.3.
Right.
We're going to save money on our electricity bill, aren't we?
No, because Muskrat is going to be more than that.
No, you said, well, even if it's...
We're talking just the at the production point.
Yeah, right.
You haven't moved that energy. You haven't done anything with it at that point. Just the production of it is going to be 14.3 cents, and that's going to pay your bills and cover your cost and cover your loan and maybe do all of that. But now a chunk of that electricity is going to be bought by Newfoundland Power. They're going to buy it and they're going to sell it to a bunch of customers in Newfoundland. They're going to add their, I think it's 14% that they get on top of that. There's going to be other charges. When it comes out, obviously, it's going to be more than 14.3 cents.
Okay, so say with all of that, it's 16 cents.
Okay, let's say it is.
Then our electricity bill shouldn't change at all then, should it?
Yes, it will, dramatically, yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Well, because you're doing the very same thing. You're looking at the 16 cents as you're using, and I don't know that that's right at all.
Well, check public utility.
All right, you're looking at 16 cents as the price for production right at Holyrood. Well, there's other things to add there as well as there is to add to. Right, the same rules apply, the same circumstances will apply, so those prices will go up.
Well, that 16 cents is what it said. The Public Utility Board has figured it out at $105 a barrel, right? And if it's 16 cents, and my electricity...
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, I see that estimate piece. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so your point is that our bill shouldn't go up at all.
Not with the way you're using the math, it shouldn't go up at all, no.
Well, it's not my math, it's your math I'm trying to use.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm saying 16 cents at Holyrood, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's 14 and a couple more percent on there, our bill shouldn't go up at all.
So you're in favor of it?
Well, I'm in favor of it if that's the facts, but I think my facts are a little closer when I say 36 cents.
Let's say that.
Yeah.
Let's say that for a second. What do we do about this piece of the puzzle, which nobody has answered, and at least I don't think anybody's answered satisfactorily. I believe the review panel kind of challenges that, is the need for the project. But, one of the arguments Nalcor makes is that, and it doesn't matter what the price is, doesn't matter.
Right.
In 2017,
yeah.
In 2017, the price of electricity in Newfoundland and Labrador, if left to its own devices, as it is today,
right,
and I'm pulling a figure out of the air, is going to be 30 cents. All right? I'm just pulling a figure out of the air. This is a pretend figure. All right?
Right.
It's 30 cents in 2017. If we do nothing.
How could it possibly be 30 cents?
Because the price of energy and fuel will rise.
Don't forget, 80% of our energy right now is going to stay stable because it's the energy that we got there, right?
Gotcha. I'm just giving you their argument.
Yeah,
it's 30 cents.
The only variance is Holyrood.
So if you were told you're going to pay 30 cents anyway,
yeah,
aren't you better off buying Churchill Power, buying Muskrat Falls Power, than buying power generated from Bunker C?
If they could prove to me that it's going to cost 30 cents, when right now it costs me 10 cents, I'd have to challenge that or move to Nova Scotia.
Well, here's the thing that I would say to you, and this is part of what you got to look at, right?
Yeah.
It is now 2011.
Yeah.
2011. Go back 6 years.
Yeah.
Go back to 2005.
Yeah.
All right? And have a look at what your costs for everything have done in that 5-6 year period.
Yeah.
Have they risen?
Okay, let's put it this way.
So you got to believe that when they tell you that the prices are going to go up, you got to believe they are. I'm not sure that I believe they're going to go up as high as they're saying.
Yeah.
Right? But you got to believe prices will rise.
Well, I got an electricity bill here from 1992.
Yeah.
And I got another one from June of this year.
Yeah.
And in those 20 years, my electricity has only risen by 33%.
In 20 years, it's gone up by 33%.
That's right.
From 92 to 2011.
That's right.
There you go. So that means split it off in half, and you got a 16 or 17% increase.
You figure that it's only 101.5% increase a year for 20 years. And you're saying now it's going to triple.
Well, no, they're saying.
7 years. Okay,
They're saying.
Right.
Yeah, that the prices are going to go up by about 30%.
Yeah, and mine only went up 33% in 20 years.
In the last 20, what's happened? Well, these are the questions that haven't been answered, right?
And they should be answered, shouldn't they?
Yes, they should.
Okay.
Very good to talk with you.
And you too.
Thanks, buddy.
Right on.
Bye-bye.